Easy now is right. Boy, 4th of July down in Freetown. But first, we gotta get something to eat. It was a rough morning. McDonald's was against me, and apparently I was against myself. Well, I have once again succeeded in going to the wrong place. How does that happen 2 visits in a row? I guess you gotta be pretty damn stupid. Yeah, stupid I may be, but I'm smart enough to go riding with Rich, and I'm smart enough to make sure that the GoPro is running before we get going. I mentioned this is Freetown, Massachusetts, a little bit south of Boston, about an hour. Notorious for rocks. It's basically a 19-mile long rock garden on one side, and like a 15-minute whooped out loop on the other. Pretty good start to the day for Rich here. It didn't take long. He was off in the woods.
Winning!
I think I did that last time, didn't I? It seems like everybody's just having a tough time getting started today. I pulled the beta cross trainer off the truck. I had made some suspension adjustments, go a little bit further on the rebound on both ends. It was right about here I figured out that was a big mistake. Just not what I needed today. They're bigger than I remembered. Yeah, the roots were bigger than I remembered, and I don't know, there were just about as many rocks as I expected, but with reduced rebound damping, the bike was jumping all around. I was chickening out on things like that, which I normally would jump in my mind. It was tough. I ended up riding around stuff, like here, stalling out, just missing the initiative, missing the confidence to attack the trail. I think it makes for a good video, though. I mean, at a minimum. But, why does it matter if you don't have enough rebound? Well, it matters because the action of the suspension and therefore the action of the bike is much less controlled. So when you hit things, the bike plunges into the travel and it bounces up and down off the rocks, not in a good controllable way. You can see here I'm just kind of getting snapped around, pushed around. Apparently I can't keep my bike running, also important. I wouldn't want you to think it was a total unmitigated disaster for the day. There were lots of rock gardens like this, and over the course of the day I made a couple of adjustments to my riding and to the bike, which really improved things. So as we suffer through these rock gardens on like the first part of the day, you can look forward to the second part of the day where everything's better. Yeah, this is not a video of a happy camper. You can imagine coming around a corner, rolling into 20 yards of big boulders or big baby heads like this, and just thinking, the suspension isn't right, it's jackhammering in your hands, it's not going to go where you want. Well, you end up riding like this. Look, I don't want to sell the place short. It's a difficult place to ride, even when the suspension is just right. But I can definitely do better than this. I know, because we rode there a couple of weeks ago, and like here, I jumped off that rock and then took the left. Whereas here, I'm trying to thread the needle everywhere. That forces me to go slow. Don't carry enough momentum and really get much more of an upper body workout because you go up and down through all these rocks and crevices.
Not feeling really comfortable with that. I'll come out. Alright.
You ever notice that you always stall your bike right where you have to put your foot into like 6 inches of water? Feet are soaked. That should make for a good ride though. In contrast to me, Rich was having a really good day, floating over all this stuff, had his weight back, keep the front end light, suspension's eating up all this stuff, and the 250 TPI is like a total rocket ship. So I'm laboring through all this, and somewhere up there in the woods, Rich is patiently waiting for the lawyer.
A little out of sorts.
Yeah, I forgot how fast it just goes straight into, this is what you're riding for the rest of this trail.
Yeah, the front end feels really different from the KTM. I think maybe I went too far with the adjustment. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
I just had to take these off because they fogged.
Had to.
I just took my goggles off because of fog.
Got it.
Full of bullshit. So.
Yeah, I think Rich had enough of the earplugs for one day. I'll try to be better. Yikes. Anyway, the bike isn't better though, not yet anyway.
Yeah, a little too slow. See the rock, yeah, stops me almost.
Yeah, there was a serious lack of momentum early in the day here, but I jumped off the bike at some point, added a couple of clicks of rebound to the rear shock, and really started keeping my weight back. Those two, more support in the back and less weight on the front, made a big difference and enabled me to start carrying more speed through these sections, get the front wheel up and out and over, more importantly, a lot more of this stuff. And as soon as I made that change, things were a lot more fun, and I started to be less of a ball and chain dragging Rich down.
Those rocks on the line are big.
Yeah, it's definitely different than road racing. Up here, this is like a plateau at Freetown, this big flowing trail across the top here. Pretty flat, a little rocky, but really fun and pretty high speed. When I ride up here, sometimes I think about the people who came to North America ostensibly to farm. It's all like rocks and sand. Good luck with that.
What was I saying about taking my weight to the outside? Not nearly as wet as I expected. Of course, up here a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, it was pretty dry. We'd had a lot of rain in the day or two before. We thought it'd be a mud fest, but as you can see, it's actually pretty tacky. The, whoa, phew, little deflection there. Front end still not dialed in. I couldn't change that on the trail. But the rear shock was better, and the riding position, that helped a lot. Pretty cool actually when you watch this next part. I come around this turn and you see the way I ride this rock garden. It's like a different ride, different rider, different bike from even just 40 minutes ago. Really flying through here. As you could imagine, I was pretty happy with that.
Good?
Good. You gotta be flying. But yeah, this is so much more fun than last time. I am like,
yeah.
Last time it was brutal.
I think my this time is like your last time.
Yeah, I'm having an absolute blast. I'm having fun where I get to a section and normally my heart drops and I'm like, wow, it's either a make or break for me. When I feel like, oh no, let's just.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, like using the suspension, like there's a deep holes coming up, and just like using the rebound of the suspension to kind of not jumping but lifting and getting that momentum to carry. Like those couple of those tree logs I came up on.
Yep.
I mean, I obviously didn't do it right. I'm glad I didn't throw it my back, but I'd like pop a little wheelie, which would just slap the back tire into it. But I'd keep on the gas so it would come over and the suspension would compress instead of just like hitting it and springing. I don't know. In my mind, I feel like it's a whole different game. Visually, it's probably different. It definitely brings the confidence level a lot higher with coming over obstacles.
Right.
And then I'm like, wow, why didn't Nate mention like you really should get tubeless?
What?
Like he was just holding that secret to himself this whole time. Trail just goes, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is not good. But yeah, I can't see.
Oh, I lost my thing.
You want this?
Yeah.
What is this?
What I said before was true. That section was overgrown. I don't know what the word is for this. It's so overgrown that you're blind. And the roots are large. The rocks are large. They will punt you off the trail. So this is, I guess, midsummer riding, right? This hasn't been cleared out. I don't think it's going to get cleared out. It's not like you're going to come in and trim the trails for us. So this will just be more and more fun to ride as the season goes on. A little sloppy through here. I think by now it might just be fatigue. According to the world of YouTube, it's not even 15 minutes yet, but this is probably close to an hour and 20 minutes in. We're pretty beat up by this point. That doesn't mean we're slowing down or not just opening the gas and flailing though. That we can still do.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Get out. Ah. Okay.
So after Rich got that bug out of his helmet, we got back into the trail. A little bit wider, not a lot, just a little bit wider on this part. And I'm just attacking the trail, or at least meeting the trail head on, which is a good thing, because if you're trying to, this is not easy. If you're trying to get through this stuff, you really need the momentum. You need to be pushing forward. And I see, for the first time today, a glimpse of Rich up the trail. He must be getting tired, and I must be doing better.
Right here.
When I said earlier that Freetown is like a 19-mile long rock garden, this is what I mean. One after another after another. Here you go. More rocks. Enjoy. Oh, enough rock gardens. We're now on the other side of the street that splits through the park. And over here, there are no large rocks, really. It's all the sandy stuff. I don't know how they got all the rocks just on one side of the street. Anyway, it makes for a good variety. And now that we're not sifting our way, threading the needle through rock gardens, we think we're tough and cool and we're going really fast. So I totally gas it up this hill, which I think keeps going and going and going and going. And I get to right about here and whoop, the trail totally disappears. Oh, I thought I was going to die, but I lived. And of course, there you go right into these whoops, which we all know I don't know how to ride. This is, oh gee, there's the triple clamp. Yeah. Good luck, buddy. Don't kill yourself out there.
I definitely almost died.
No. Those aren't whoops. Those are like Volkswagen Beetles covered with dirt.
I just pulled in the clutch. Yeah, it's fine. Easy now.
So that incident with the tree there was about 4 or 5 inches short of total disaster. I stopped just in front of it.
Might have been a poor choice to come in here, but whatever, we're here.
So I think Rich and I were having kind of similar experiences. Like, it's probably we should just go home. We're old, we're slow, we're tired. We don't need to be out here proving anything to anyone. And it's a good thing we don't, because I'm about to get my ass kicked by a 64-year-old. Check this out.
dudes out there.
You know,
How old are you?
45.
Oh,
Young.
you guys are fucking puppies. I don't want to tell you my age. You won't fucking believe it.
Well,
I know your age is faster than ours.
I'm fucking 64.
I don't think you really need too much of a reminder after meeting a 64-year-old that passes you like you're standing still, that really you're just not playing the right game. But we did get another reminder in the form of this brutal whoops section, which nearly put me on my ass. Had me kissing the triple clamp multiple times. Check out that mistake right there. Right up and right into the face. Boom! Oh, lucky I didn't knock myself out. This next whoops section is so bad that there's actually a chair for people to watch you crash and injure yourself. I've never seen that before. Out in the middle of the woods, a chair. Just up here right there on the left. Check it out. Good Lord. If you're looking for a sign, man, that's it. Well, we did make it through that whoops section. There is one more, but before I get to that one, there's this climb where if you go to the right, you get stuck. And if you get behind someone who's stuck, you get roosted.
I fucked up my knee.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be alright, I think. Think we can go catch that guy?
Oh, you think you ran out of gas?
Now, Rich and I were kind of joking about this section because after all that time in the tight woods, it finally opens up this nice big, like 40-mile-an-hour fire road, and then all of a sudden there are whoops here, built and designed to catch out noobs like us. Oh, I can't believe we survived. I really can't. And here it is, guys, the home stretch. We're probably, I don't know, a minute from the parking lot. And finally there's some nice, normal, easy trail. It's great. What a day. Very action-packed. Fun to improve the bike, improve the riding. Great day out with Rich. Plenty of reasons not to go. We had lots of excuses. Proud to say we did not use any of them. And we're rewarded with a great day in the woods. Guys, stay safe. I hope to see all of you soon. And of course, happy 4th of July. Happy birthday to the greatest nation on earth, greatest nation in history.
You alright?
Huh?
You think you're alright?
It's a little tweak, but it'll be alright.